Hello everybody, welcome to Poly Games. I'm your host Joseph, and today we're going to be talking about something that I've been kind of holding back on talking about, and that is the future of the PlayStation, Xbox, VR, the 4.5s, the Neos, the Scorpios, whatever we're calling them, we're going to be talking about them today. And the reason why we're talking about this today is because you guys wanted this story so very bad, so I'm going to be delivering it to you. Let's get right into this. Usually companies do revisions of consoles to make them cheaper and to make them smaller. They shrink the components down, they do whatever it has to make manufacturing easier for them and cheaper for them. And we see this all the way back from the 5th generation with the PS1, the PS2, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 went through numerous redesigns, and that is all to make them cheaper to manufacture. And now we're seeing it not to make them just cheaper to manufacture, but we're also seeing that both companies are trying to also make their consoles stronger. Now, ever since March, we've been getting all these stories about the PlayStation 4.5, the codename Neo, the, Xbox Scorpio, or the 1.5, and we're hearing all these conflicting reports of he said, she said. This developer likes the idea, this other developer hates it. This anonymous source says it has special exclusive games. This inside source says that's wrong, and it's a whole lot of jarbled mess. Nothing is cohesive, nothing makes sense, and that's why everybody's so confused. A lot of the anger is just confusion of what are these things, and a lot of people are demanding answers from Sony and from Microsoft, and those answers are going to come at E3. They're not going to try to sell you on this console with a PR statement. They're going to try to sell you on this console at the convention. They're going to announce it at the conferences and all that jazz to get you pumped, to sell you on the idea of a PlayStation 4.5 or on a Xbox 1.5. Now the newest reports, the newest rumors is that the PlayStation 4.5 is coming out because the original PlayStation 4 can't handle VR. And I don't believe that one single second. See, the PlayStation VR is already a gimped VR experience. It isn't as powerful as the Oculus or the Vive, and that's okay. And that is not trashing the PlayStation VR experience. That is just a fact, and even Sony has acknowledged it. And because it's a gimped product, that means it could be a little bit cheaper to manufacture. It's cheaper for the consumer to go and purchase. That's why this thing isn't $800 like the Vive or $600 like, the Oculus. And so this rumor is just that. It's just a rumor. It's just speculation. This is just some guy's quote-unquote anonymous source. And the problem with the 4.5 and the Scorpio is that there's been so much hearsay. There's been so much he said, she said in the industry. All we know is that these things are reality. These things are coming out, right? I can tell you right off the bat, 99% sure what this console is or what these consoles are. Scorpio is just a revision of an Xbox One to make it lose that horrible VCR fucking look, to make it sexier to compete with the PlayStation 4's sexy ass console. I can tell you that the PlayStation 4.5 is just a 4K console. It's going to, put things, if developers code it right, they are able to, make their games 4K, to have a 4K experience. It's not for VR, it's just to make things 4K. So if you have a 4K TV, you're really the only one that gets to be either angry or happy about this console. I own a 1080p TV. I am not looking to buy a 4K TV. I am happy with the TV I have. I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 4.5, not out of protest, but because I simply don't need one. Right? I don't need one whatsoever. I don't have a monitor. I don't have a TV that is in 4K, so I don't have any use for it. So to end this video, at the end of the day, we're going to be finding out what these consoles are at E3 next week. And I'm very, very excited to see what E3 holds. And I think everybody kind of just needs to hold their breath, hold their thoughts on 4.5 and Scorpio, and see what these consoles actually are. I think a lot of what we've been hearing is bullshit. And that is why I don't talk about the 4.5 or the Scorpio, because I don't want to fill my audience with information and what are possibly lies and slander. about certain consoles. I'm not going to do that. Usually rumors and speculations, they point us, like I said, to something. It points us in a general direction. And they showed that with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and we can tell that the NX is going to have a second screen experience because of the rumors and speculation. What we see here is a whole lot of he said, she said bullshit nonsense. But the general direction that it's pointing to is, yes, there is a revision of a console. And it's not going to make it just cheaper and, sexier and smaller. It's going to make it even more powerful. So, at the end of the day, guys, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the PlayStation 4.5? Do you think I'm on point? You think we should just kind of hold our breath until E3? Or do you think this might be the next disaster, that this is going to destroy Microsoft and Sony and bring forth the apocalypse? Or you're fine with it? Either way, let me know in the comments down below how you feel. And guys, if there's any articles, any news stories you want to, show me or talk about, please link them in the Facebook group we have and tweet me on Twitter. And that's how I'll get, all your tweets. And if you want a shout out, please also say, give me a shout out. Yeah, I allow you to use my name, blah, 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 blah. XX Scopes 360 No Scope 420 YOLO guy at Gmail. If you're that guy, you want to have that shout out, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always available to help another small YouTuber out anytime, any chance I get. So with that being said, everybody have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and yeah, I'm really pumped for E3.